Okay guys, now I just put a starter on my Honda. Now I have been rolling it down the hill, saving money, until I finally bought the starter from the Honda. Now this, for the Honda, now you can see, this is a 2002 Honda Civic. There's a new starter. And, my car was once pretty much, I totaled it and then fixed it, I think. So, that's the new starter. There's two bolts that hold it in. A bolt for the positive and a bolt and a clip-on wire that pushes on. So, I did it myself. This is thanks to the Quinn set. This set is a 72 piece or something. It's a 3/8 inch, the 3/8 socket set. So, to put the, now it's pretty easy on the Honda Civic to put a starter on. I just move these wires and things out of the way, take the battery out, and there's a bolt up here on this side, and then underneath of the solenoid is another bolt. So those two bolts hold the starter on. It's easy to put in place and hold it in place while you put the bolts on the starter and then tighten it up. So to get the bolts loose, I had to take a pipe and put it on the wrench and kind of get it off a little easier with a little coercion. But I watched Coach 9500 in his videos. He talked about all the different tools that he had, and I really needed a set of tools. I did not have a good set. This is the Quinn 3/8 socket set. So that's what this is. And is it a good one? I think it's a good one. It's a good value, like at $100. So, I need to find a better way to fix my starter. I need to get some things fixed right. I kind of jerry-rigged. I got the breather assembly. This is a 1.7 VTEC engine, 252,000 miles, manual shift. Part of the reason I guess I'm still on the road is that it is the manual shift riding. I'm going to use the new starter. Starter right on up there. 2002 Honda Civic. It's easy to do mechanic work as far as the steps to do a repair job for yourself. What do you really need to do? I would say I would watch some YouTube videos. Most of my life people told me I could never do mechanic work. You need to do something else. But, those people were wrong telling me that. They were giving me stupid, bad advice, even your family. So even a man or a woman, you can learn to do mechanic work. It goes together with nuts and bolts and stuff like that. Basically, you've got to examine the part, look at pictures of the part online, and see what the part actually looks like. You got to know what you're dealing with. You got to know what kind of a part it is and what the part looks like. And I realized what the part looked like and how it goes in the car. And it's kind of a common car, so it's pretty easy to watch a video on how to do it. So, and I went into the car and I figured it out for myself. And I actually took the old starter off and then put it back on again the other day, just to practice and get used to doing it myself. By taking the old starter off and then putting the old starter back on again. So that's pretty easy to do when you take it off yourself and put it back on. And so in your mind, how would you put a starter on? I mean, the starter on a car. Now, I need to do some work to the pickup truck. This is the big truck camper. I've got it back on the truck again. What do you think? Which truck camper do you like the best? Do you like the big 11-foot truck camper? Now, I'll do another video about this. Basically, I had it weighed, and the truck camper only weighs like 400 pounds more than the small one. And so this total rig with the camper on it is 7,000 pounds. Now, my gross vehicle weight rating for that truck is 8,600 pounds. So, with the camper the way it sits right now, I'm going to take the big RV fridge out that weighs 100 pounds, and that'll give me a little space. Keep the jacks off the camper unless I'm going to unload the camper. I don't need to carry those jacks around. And so, basically, I got 1,600 pounds, including gear and myself, included in everything. 1,600 pounds to work with, to load it down. So, look at it that way. But anyway, you examine the part, know about the part, what the part is, get you a good set of tools. I think the 3/8 set is a good set. The 3/8 is pretty much all the basic tools you need to do basic mechanic work. And just do it slowly and take pictures if you have to so you can get it apart and get the part off and remember how things go so you can put it back together again. Basically how you do it. To take the car apart and put it back together again. Don't forget how you got it apart. You got to remember. But remember, you got to get your hands in there and feel before you actually take things apart. You got to know you can get your hands up in there and see. Use mirrors, do what you have to do. I'll see you guys on the next one.